Hello, loves. So, I was asked to talk about some stories when I was a teacher. Well, this is one I will never forget. You know, living in Merca, because school shootings happen so often, we have to have practice drills, such as a lockdown drill. And I used to teach fifth grade, and one of them was that the lockdown drill was that as soon as you heard like a phrase over the intercom, it would be something that the intruder wouldn't recognize, but we as the teachers would know was a clue. We would have to do the lockdown. So basically, you lock the door, and then the kids go to a corner of the room. So if anybody was to look into the little door window, they wouldn't see anybody, and you turn off the lights. And of course, you have to keep the kids really, really quiet. So we've practiced this several times. It's hard to keep the kids quiet, but it's a drill. So one day, it actually happened, and I heard over the intercom, I don't know, one of the clues, I forgot what it was, and it hit me. I was like, wait, what are they saying? I'm like, oh my God, and it hit me. So I told my students, guys, this is not a drill. We have to be very safe right now. Went to lock the door, closed the lights, and had them huddle in a corner, okay? Now, my classroom is on the third floor. It's two buildings. Our building was the upper elementary. The building that's connected to it was the lower elementary. So basically, they're huddled in the corner, and I'm sitting there huddled with them, of course, and they're terrified, but I'm trying to remain calm because I don't want to terrify them. So I messaged the secretary and I was like, is this true? Is this really a lockdown right now? I mean, what's going on? And she goes, why are you using your phone? You're going to get in big trouble for that. And I go, I know, I just need to know. And she's like, yes, this is true. Please stick to the lockdown. And she couldn't say anything more than that. So the whole time I'm trying to keep my kids quiet. And I was like, please, guys, we have to stay calm. And then so many of them were worried and freaking out. I'm like, don't worry about it. I will keep you safe. I promise. And one of my boy students was like, Miss, if anything happens, I'm going to protect you. And I was just, at that moment, I swear, I wanted to cry. And I'm like, no, no, no. I go, please don't do anything, okay? It's my job to protect you. So while trying to remain calm, I kept looking around the room to see places that I would hide them, like my closet, which was very small. I'm like, I don't care. I'll stuff them all in there. Or even in little cabinets, I'm like, I'll stuff their bodies in there. Or I'll throw the seats down and have them hide behind it. And I'll throw myself over the intruder to protect them. Anything, you know? Anyways, it seemed like ages, but it was almost like an hour and a half that we were waiting. And finally, we got the okay signal. So when it was finally dismissal time, you know, all my kids were anxious. We're going down the stairs and we see all these holes in the drywall leading to where dismissal was, and with blood inside the holes. My kids, of course, were freaking out, and I tried to calm them down. I'm like, it's okay, until they got home. Later, I find out that it was this psychopath. His fiance, who was a first grade teacher in the other building, was cheating on him, and he decided to confront her then. And as he was walking into the building, he was punching holes in the wall because he was so mad. And she even had her classroom of little first grade students when he walked in there and confronted her, being loud and yelling, and it was just awful. Can you imagine the trauma those little kids felt? So the cops came, they got him and everything. Thank God it wasn't anything worse than that, but still, it was a terrifying experience.